This one, Chris Sale.
Boogie brings a ton of confidence with him to the mound. He's looking for good at-bats and a few runs from his teammates, and he's hoping to take care of the rest to make sure they come away with a win. If he's on in this one, it's going to be a real uphill battle for everyone else.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, J.J. Weatherholt. Swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1's the count.
And there's a foul ball. 0-2 now. That one the other way. Oh, he gloves it.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Tony Stone, the batter now, as she swings and misses for strike one. Sale, when you talk about his skill set, he stops teams from getting hits. That's the thing that he's so good at. He's just really difficult to get base hits against.
Well, he's got power, and he has a reputation of being a strike thrower. So, to his advantage, he can expand the zone.
Swings and misses, struck her out. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Raul Ibanez. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
He can throw that fastball slightly above the top of the strike zone to get hitters to chase. He can also break it off because when you're geared up for good velocity, it's hard to stay back. You have to make a decision really early.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Back here in Pittsburgh, here comes Aaron Judge.
The right fielder,
Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And that's in the dirt. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
Check swing, no appeal.
Three balls, one strike.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, it's trouble.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Jenkins nabs it, one down. Now it's Yordan Alvarez.
The designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez.
And that misses. And that is ball one.
No, inside.
Man at first, one away. Ibanez. He's got it. 2 down. Gleyber Torres up to hit. Chris, he's currently the team leader in OPS.
Gleyber Torres.
Swing and a miss. Judge leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is down low. 1-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Bottom of the second. Rap Dixon digging in now. Nobody on his team has been better at driving in runs this season, Singy. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, That slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up.
No
Just going to
ball,
have to tip your
two
cap on that pitch.
That one lifted to left. He's got it. One up, one down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Walker Jenkins getting ready to hit. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
0-2 is the count.
One out, base is empty. Stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the bat alive.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Swing and a miss. Sale picks up the strikeout. Top half of the third inning, leading off Shea Langoliers.
Shea Langoliers.
Langoliers hitting ninth in today's lineup, and he was a third-round pick back in 2019. Messina back to work. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Clark on his way over. Makes the grab, one away. So the batting order turns over. And now Pete Crow Armstrong grounded out his first time. That misses the zone. Ball one.
Counts 1-0.
Check swing, and that's a ball. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Ellie.
And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
You know, one of the most memorable innings ever for Ellie happened in July 2020.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. He's safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Messina checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Inside.
Nope, that's inside.
3-1 now.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
First and second, one out. Here comes Bryce Harper. That misses the zone. Ball one.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get two. Get out of this.
Pickoff move to second. Crow Armstrong back on a dive. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Messina keeping him close. Only one more disengagement left after that move. Fought off foul. 1-1 missing inside. So now 2-1 to Harper. Freeman. The throw to second. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. Nicely done, and that'll do it. And we're back. And now the center fielder, Max Clark.
The center fielder, Max Clark.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, these players definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
Santander right there to make the grab. And there's one down.
Batting eighth, the catcher,
and now the catcher comes
9.
up to hit. First pitch misses.
Boog, it looks like somebody missed the swing sign. That's the first pitch this team's taken for a ball all game long.
One down, base is empty. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Out to short, De La Cruz. Throw to first in time. Now the third baseman, Jordan Lawler. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that's the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark
Detroit,
as we go to the top of the fourth. And now here is Anthony Santander. And that is out of play. Check swing, no appeal.
That's big right there, being able to check your swing. Think about the count swing. Instead of 0-2, he's sitting 1-1 against a really good arm.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. That one missed.
2-2 to count.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. That one hammered center field. Ibanez flying after this one. And there's one down. Here is Aaron Judge. He reached out to walk his first time. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Judge comes up empty there.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Jose Ramirez. Flied to right his first time. And it's fouled away. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ground ball towards first, but foul. 0-2 now. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's back. Out of here. He nails one out to right. And they add on. It's 2-0. So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Yordan Alvarez. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
This one could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Ground ball left side and foul ball. Fly ball center field. Clark. And that's the third out.
Loyalty, this is black royalty. Mansa Musa prodigy. Structure our society. We built this economy. Slaving through atrocity.
Ready to go, bottom four. And here is J.J. Wetherholt. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Tony Stone digging in now. Went down on strikes her first time through. And that one in the air center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. And it's caught for the out. Now the left fielder, Raul Ibanez.
Raul Ibanez.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
To the right side. Harper steps on the bag, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the catcher, Shea Langoliers. That one fouled off. Not even close there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Boog, one really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So the lineup flips over. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. 1 for 2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Ibanez makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Elly De La Cruz. He is struck out and he is walked. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
On the ground right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Back here at PNC Park, and now Rap Dixon.
The designated hitter, Rap Dixon.
You know, this group of hitters just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Good job to fight that one off.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. Jenkins now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Freeman.
Late on that fastball.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
0-2.
Sale delivers. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Crow Armstrong makes the catch, inning over. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now here is Harper. Messina back to work. Upstairs.
1-0.
Late with the swing there.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just to swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
And now 2-1. And that one hammered. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his second extra base hit in this one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Next offering is fouled back. Squirts away a little bit. No movement. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that is a good eye on a pitch down low. And the count is even 2-2. Liner, base hit. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate.
Picks himself up an RBI. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
It's Aaron Judge now. Puts it away for the out. Jose Ramirez, the next to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The throw to third. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Now batting.
Runners in the corners here. 1 away. Air Jordan steps in to take his hats. And a foul ball. Runners are at the corners. 1 away. Stone to Weatherholt. On to Freeman. Double play. Inning over. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the center fielder, Max Clark. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Kicks and deals. And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. And here's the catcher. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low.
De La Cruz whips it across. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Jordan Lawler. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. Lawler goes 6'1", 22 years old. Usually a shortstop, but today starts at third. 2 down, nobody on. Bunts it towards the mound. And he'll be safe at first. Back to the top of the lineup. And the batter will be the shortstop, J.J. Wetherholt.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swings through that one. 0-1.
If he's going to steal second, you want him to go.
Runner on the go. This one in the air. Ramirez drops into the glove, and that is that. And we're back. Here's the second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Gleyber Torres.
Clark makes the play. 1 away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Shea Langeliers. Both 2 in this one. And there's the strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And he'll take first easily after the strikeout. Now here is Pete Crow Armstrong. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. Langeliers stands at first with 1 out. Trying to move him over here. Off balance feet. There's 1. Now the number 2 hitter, Elly De La Cruz.
De La Cruz.
Runner takes off. Pitch outside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Runner goes again. On the ground, right side. Into the outfield. Base hit. Runner from second scores as they add on. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here is Bryce Harper. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second, and great jump. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Up and in, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner on the move again. Pitch is low. Safe. That's 2 stolen bases now for Elly De La Show. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate. Runner at third. 2 away. Clark makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in Pittsburgh, bottom of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Tony Stone.
Number 29.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right. This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speed.
On the ground, right side. Throws to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Well, we're clearly at that point in this ball game with the no-no going that we're anticipating seeing some history. Those infielders right now, they are on their toes, expecting the ball to be hit to them.
Ibanez at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, what a stop. And he gets him. Nicely done. 2 outs, base is empty. Rat Dixon will hit next. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. High fly ball, right field. That is the inning.
With open arms, lessons learned, toting palms to tell the future close enough to keep me out of harm's flow, but can't seem to...
Ready to begin the eighth. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Anthony Santander. Just missed. So into the eighth, and he's back on the mound despite some rough patches.
Well, he's definitely had to battle. Hasn't been perfect in this one, but he's got some nice defensive plays behind him. He's given his team some length, and that's really important.
Clark makes the grab, and there's one away. Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on-base and slugging too. That one way outside. 1-0.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Pulls it down, and there's two gone. Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. Center field. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th, digging in, Walker Jenkins. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Struck him out, really fooled him with the breaking ball there.
Number 5.
So now it's Freddie Freeman.
This is where the no-hit bid really starts feeling real, but still a long ways to go.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
0-1's the count.
Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
The center fielder.
So 2 down now, and here is Max Clark. And he swings and misses at the initial offer.
0-1.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And that will end the inning. Back here at PNC Park, and now the DH, Yordan Alvarez.